duckies, and welcome back to Queen's Wish the Conqueror. My name's Viola, and we are picking up right where we left off in conversation with Captain Annitti to see what is going on in Madraka. Where are you from originally? I was a generational Owen in a small quarry in the drylands. Brutal place. It's a ruin now. Once the rebellion started, we were early to fight. Our Masha very quick with the lash they were. Their bones were in the cages right outside for a while. They deserved it. What was your fighting career like then? Surprisingly successful. After we destroyed our quarry, we attacked the Masha wherever we found them, drove them out of the eastern lands. We didn't have training. A lot of Owen didn't have the knack for fighting, and they died. I did well. Word got around. And then you came to Madraka. Seemed like the place to be. I heard they needed people who could get people to fight, and fight well. I came here and found everyone running around in circles like they had the madness. I started taking charge. I am currently developing what I call the Madraka military process. What is the Madraka military process? Remember that if we fail, we die. And our husbands, wives, and our children. So get to work. That's it. Does wonders to focus the mind and get people to work together. It's a good strategy. You have 3 marks on your cheek. That's right. I'm a generational Owen. What do you mean? Means not only do I have to survive, but so do my children, and my children's children. That's why I have to fight. My children who are born, and the ones who aren't born yet. I have to do all I can to make them free. How did you come to be in debt? I tried to set up shop for myself in Mirba. Took a loan to do it. The Masha who held my debt made sure my business failed. Charged ruinous interest. He didn't want to make a loan after all. Just wanted more Owen. Why did your debt get you 3 marks and not 1? Because Masha make all those decisions, and they bribe each other all the time to get the decisions they want. The Masha who owned me was greedy for more Owen for his kids, so he made a bribe or 2. It's alright though. He's dead now. Where's your family hiding? Annitti shakes her head. We'll never tell. They're hidden far away. If Madraka falls and I die, they'll still have hope. I will see them again when we are free. Question. I want to enter the northern plateaus. But is it to negotiate, or to spring a trap and kill our leaders? We need to trust you, princess, so I need a token. Your good faith show will take a fraction of the risk we do. I have spoken in favor of Viola strongly. She gives this a lot of thought. We hear a lot of rumors. I confess, you've been very vocal for us. Well, more than we expected. Fine, you can enter the northern plateau. We could still use your help, though. It would mean a lot. What do you want me to do? There's a place called Drowning Gull. It was a bold prison. Now the Masha hold it. It's in our land, and we don't want their warriors in our land. We need you to drive them out. Who will I be fighting there? Mercenaries. The Masha are rich, and they've hired warriors from all over Sacramento. I would have you kill Masha directly, but they're too cowardly to come this close to Madraka. They buy the courage of others instead. Clear out those mercenaries and earn some trust. I know where that is, so I don't even need to ask, really. I mean, I have permission to go up there, but, I do want to help them with their issue, and I do feel like the mercenaries should be staying out of it. Let's shop. I'd like to sell something. Let's sell this. I want to keep those. Is there anything else that would selling? I think it was that. Yes. That's anything. Okay. What do you sell? Everything we can find. I mean, our warriors loot everything they can. We keep what we need to fight and keep our forts running. We sell the rest for gold. We need gold too. Everything here is one. Lena is offended. We are not thieves. We are proper bull. All we take is spoils of war according to the old code. You don't sell things you make yourselves. Not yet, I am sad to say. We Owen can make many beautiful things. We just can't do it now. We are fighting for our lives. Tell me about the crafts of the bull. Our stone, our iron, and our armor. It is the best. We Owen should know. We do the work of making it. We dream of peace, so we can go back to the old work. I want a hammer and chisel in my hand again. When that happens, we will profit from the work we make ourselves. Question, let me see, where's? Forgive me, Havenite. I have had word from the main council hall. You are not to have access to our finest good until the matter of the bull's status with Haven is settled to our liking. I can still purchase things from you, though. Okay. See, I don't like that. I don't like that everyone in this part of the country seems to be attempting to manipulate me into their favor in order for me to get anything done. The inn is, like the rest of Madraka, a tornado of disorganization. Rebels bring food in at random. It is cooked by whoever is standing nearby, then it is sort of distributed sort of fairly. One woman has taken it on herself to try to keep things under control. She takes a break from shouting, pushing, and cleaning to turn to you. A Havenite, yes? We heard of you. I am Wataz. This is the Madraka Refuge. The old name. No need to change it. For outsiders, we have rooms for 5 coins, ale for 3. Need a room. The room, it's still dirty, but I think there's a broom in there. Or a drink space. Wise choice. They stole a whole wagon of decent ale from the Masha caravan. She pours some out for you. It's been watered down a lot, but it's fine. Alright, so. This room. Yeah, dirty, but manageable. Alright. Alright, let's see what else we have going on around here. Is this one even... Yeah, it is. Okay. Anywhere else? There is a massive stone hall at the north end of the highest plateau. It is built in the simple style of the old wall. Not fancy, no decorations. It's built to awe you with the sheer mass of it, tons and tons of limestone blocks looming over you. Sometimes someone opens the front door and you can hear the shouting inside. This is the base of the rebellion, and the Owen are still figuring out how to run a nation and an army. You're about to step into a lot of chaos. Delia would thrive on such a diplomatic challenge. You think back warmly on the comfort of your bed at home. Okay. Most of the Owen on these plateaus bear the marks of hard work in quarries or on farms. This elderly Owen is as pale and dignified as any scribe you've ever met. Only the mark on his cheek makes him stand out. He runs across the courtyard to greet you. Princess, princess, I am Speaker Kanua. I must speak with you. What is a speaker? It's just a term the Owen Council choose. When they want to send someone a message, the person who carries it is the speaker. I speak for them. Though, of course, I might get their intentions wrong. It's a new system. I am here as an envoy of Haven. We thought so. That is why I was sent. We knew we needed to send someone to greet you. They must talk to you. The Owen Council, that is. The Owen Council. The leaders of the rebellion. When the rebellion started, a lot of rebels were running around like mad. Some banded together. The ones without allies were hunted down and died. The ones who came together took over Madraka, and they tried to lead this whole big mess. They want to see you. I do want to see your council. I'm so glad. I will let them know. Oh, I should tell you, they are debating what they will say to you when they see you. It's a very, very difficult process. A lot of, bits to work out. I will tell them that you are actually here and want to be let in. I'm sure this will hurry them up. He writes a note on a scrap of paper and gives it to a passing scribe who runs into the main hall. So tell me about yourself. I am a rebel Owen. I worked in the halls of Vitassa as a scribe. Then the rebellion happened, and I wanted to help. As soon as the fighting started, I ran off. When I heard Owen were gathering Madraka, I came here. But yes, a scribe. I'm sure you noticed I'm different from the other Owen. You do seem more sophisticated. Yes. My master made sure I was well looked after. Very well. Far more than was necessary for my job. What was your job? Writing on paper. Working indoors, not in the fields or pits. I used a pen, not a pick. My master made sure I had better food, clothes, shelter. They held me up and pampered me. They made sure that the other Owen envied and resented me. Good tactics on their part. How is that good tactics? The rich wanted to turn the poor against each other, so they forgot who was really oppressing them. Speaker Termana won't let us make that mistake in Madraka. All Owen here respect each other. We know we live or die together. Can I see your council yet? Well, there's no point in seeing them if they don't know what to say to you, right? Why don't you give them a couple of days? Then they are sure to be ready for you. Tell me about the war. It is a struggle. We caught the Masha by surprise. They shouldn't have been surprised when we rose up, but they were distracted and lazy. We gained far more land than we should. Now, though, they're fighting back, and they have all the advantages. We can hold these mountains for years and years, but we can't win the war, not without help. That is our great hope. What do you want to happen to the Masha? I don't know. Many of them hurt Owen. They need to pay. Others... I don't think massacres are the answer. I don't want to help kill families. We are all Vol. The Masha just need to remember that about the people they own. What is your great hope? That we get an ally. That Haven stops supporting the Masha as they crush us. That Haven atones for its crimes by helping us be free. Then we will be vassals. I've studied your history. I have to hope that we are spared that inevitable fate. Inevitable fate? Queen Sharon has been a kind ruler to her vassals, mostly. However, when Haven controls another land, eventually you will have a king or queen who is mad, or cruel, or greedy. Haven thinks it is a good friend to its vassal. History tells us what is inevitable. I don't understand. Canary suddenly gets very nervous. I am a fool. I should not be talking about this, not with you of all people. I am but an old scribe. Talk to our council. They won't insult you with foolishness. He bows and walks a safe distance away. It's the same theory the other one had. Which, I mean, it is understandable. It is possible when things are set up like this government-wise that eventually there will be somebody who, despite all the promises previously made, will just completely ignore those promises and decide that they want things on their own. This plateau is set aside for Owen refugees. They're filling up every bit of land. They sit in the hot sun, hungry and beaten down. They barely seem to notice as you pass. Madraka is small. They don't have room for all the fleeing Owen. However, the Vole are a fierce and proud people. All who can march are soon given a weapon and sent out to fight. Somebody with a name normally means talk to him. Among all the refugees and desperate Owen, one lone man seems slightly better off, a little better fed, a little less panicky. Also, he carries a clipboard, which makes him a hero. He looks confused when he sees you. Then he snaps his fingers. Ah, the Havenite. He looks at the insignia on your chest. Right. I am Alua? I think that's how it is. Alua? I greet the refugees when they arrive. How's the word? Worse and worse. The early days when the Masha were panicked, we got a lot. Every week, though, they get stronger. That's why I take hope in what I heard about you. What have you heard about me? We heard Haven might stop helping the Masha and save a rebellion. And that's the rumor, though rumors are useless. Still, we hope. Another question. I am a princess of Haven. Of course, the rumors were true for the first time, I think. I still had to make sure you aren't a refugee. You honestly often can't tell. Where are your refugees coming from? All over. Some from far away in Thapalin. I did not think so many Owen would run away to join us. I made the same mistake as the Masha. I underestimated how angry we were. They come, I get them fed, then I get them to go. Where do they go? Anywhere where they can help the rebellion. Madraka just isn't big enough to house and feed them all. Once they can fight, or spy, or scout, we send them out to do that. We all have to do our best, or the rebellion will fall and we'll all die. So for now, let's check out what's in these. Another named person. Kippy. At first, you think this cave is an apothecary. Then you see the needles and you realize that most of the flasks contain not medicine, but ink. This is a rough tattoo parlor. A young Owen woman approaches you. The Owen mark on her cheek has a horizontal line crossing it. She seemed confused by your presence. I am Kippy. You're a Havenite. This is not a place for you. What are you doing here? I'm making marks. Once the Masha had me brand new Owen with their lines of servitude. Now I am free. I give Owen their freedom marks. Freedom marks. When Owen were set free, which rarely happened, tradition is they receive this line. She points to the horizontal mark on her cheek. It strikes out servitude. Now they come here and we free ourselves. It is a great risk. What is the risk? If our rebellion fails and the Masha catch Owen, who gave themselves freedom marks, she shakes her head. A great crime. Great punishment. Still, it is our right. We must free ourselves. We will not bear their marks anymore. Question. What are these caves? Old storage caves. They hold food for years. Enough that Madraka could survive the worst siege. Sorry, held food. I'll hold. We're eating it all fast, so many refugees. Can I get a touchy? Kippy is offended. I made marks of servitude. Now I only make marks of freedom. You cannot have one. Why not? You have not earned it. Only an Owen who risked all has the right to bear the mark of freedom. It is a mark of pride. So for now, these caves used to be for food storage so that Madraka could survive siege for a long time. They are still used for that purpose, but they are also being used to house Owen refugees who have been fleeing the war. It is very crowded, smelly, and dank. When you get close to them, they find somewhere else to be. Even royalty being here scares them. Understandably. I think that is going to be it for this episode, so thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring that bell to keep up to date on all the videos. And remember to free the feral wildflower in you. Bye-bye!